There's not a class action that's going to happen. And if it does, it's going to be dismissed. We don't even, you do realize we don't even take that seriously. We don't take any of that seriously because it's all garbage. It's all like this. I don't lie. Pay your taxes, no one would know.
You guys, Katie Joy, aka Without a Crystal Ball, has put her foot in her mouth yet again. After a few too many drinks and in a now deleted live stream over on Instagram, Katie Joy spills all the tea on the upcoming class action lawsuit against Todd Chrisley, and she also exposes her true feelings about Todd Chrisley. But before we get to all of that, let's head on over to Twitter and see what's going down. First and foremost, this person here tweeted YouTube stating, "How many times have we asked, begged for Without a Crystal Ball's channel to be taken down? She's doxed others, she spreads misinformation, and she's in multiple defamation lawsuits, with one being a class action." YouTube responded to this tweet asking for more information and context, but what I find super interesting here is Todd Chrisley actually responded to YouTube. He tweeted, "Your team has been made aware of this conduct for some time now. Our attorneys are dealing with legal within YouTube." And over on Katie Joy's Twitter account, there is always something going on. There is never a dull moment. But here recently, she has been talking about Todd Chrisley a lot. On the 15th of October, she stated the last thing anyone should be doing if they're under federal indictment, out in bail, and facing years in prison is to threaten or intimidate people that they believe are connected to their case. Witnesses and victims of the accused are protected from direct and indirect contact. She tweeted again about Todd Chrisley on the very next day, stating, "Chrisley doesn't know best. Chrisley, we already met with the FBI. I won't apologize for the truth. Leave your daughter alone. She doesn't deserve this, and I'm so lucky she's my friend. May 16, your trial starts. Next week, we meet with the feds again." And then we have this lovely comment from Without a Crystal Ball saying, "I keep getting questions. The FBI is involved. I can't say what they will do, but we do know that what he's doing right now isn't okay. I will not let anyone bully me or my friends." And now that you guys are all caught up on the Twitter nonsense, let's roll the clip.
And I'm feeling really bloated, and I'm just feeling like I'm having an ugly day today. Ugh. My hair wasn't curling. I was fighting with my hair today. I've been fighting with just drama in my life right now that I don't talk about publicly. But I just want to say something. If you're under federal indictment, okay? I'm not going to say who this is about, and I'm not going to say what it's about. I'm just going to say this, okay? If you're under federal indictment and you're about to go to trial and you could get locked up for decades, it's probably not smart to threaten or intimidate people that you believe are victims or witnesses of your case. I know that you know that I know things, and you're scared of those things that I know. I'm not going to be silenced to stand up for my friend and say that I care about her and she doesn't deserve it. There's not a class action that's going to happen. And if it does, it's going to be dismissed. We don't even, you do realize we don't even take that seriously. We don't take any of that seriously because it's all garbage. It's all like this. I don't lie. I've never lied about this situation. Everything that I have said about this situation, there are affidavits, there are eyewitness statements. I mean, flat out, this person wants to sue me over an active investigation that's happening with the FBI. To the extent that I have three reality stars willing that will write affidavits for me. They will go on record for me. One of our cats is 10. And one of our cats is 3, and the 3-year-old fucks with the 10-year-old cat all the time, and the 10-year-old cat gets so annoyed. There's nothing for me to lie about because I have all of the facts to back it up. Not only that, but like Dr. Phil put this all on the air. So wouldn't you go after the main source, Dr. Phil? No, the cats are fine. They were just fighting.
Just had to be separated.
They just had to be separated. If you support people that are good people and you go up against narcissists that are vindictive and abusive and rude and liars, they like to create like their flying monkeys, and they like to like go after people. And the thing that I've learned is that like he cannot get to her, and so he wants to ruin everything that's connected to her. And he only cares about me because he can't get to her, and he thinks that I have information that could ruin him, and he's worried about that. And he's worried about, in my opinion, that he can't get to her, that he can't talk to her because he's not allowed to talk to her, from my understanding. So because he can't get to her, he needs to get to her through her friends, and I'm not going to put up with that. He's also done this. He's tried to do this to Kaylin Lowry, and he won't fuck with Kaylin because her platform is bigger. But my platform is small, and so he likes to go after me because I'm like the low-hanging fruit. And I know you guys don't like Kaylin, and I know you guys think she's bullshit, but Kaylin is such a good friend to her. I don't even love Kaylin sometimes, but Kaylin is a good friend to her. And like, I will be anyone that's a good friend to her, I'm down with.
Calm down now.
He's trying to fuck with her new podcast host, Katie, who's like literally all she does is wear clothes and is cute. But there's no reason to be afraid of someone if you're doing good things. Like if you're doing if you're on the up and up and you're not fucking being shady. Anyways, there's a lot of shit that happens in my life. Lindsay's allowed to have friends. Lindsay's allowed to have a life. Lindsay's allowed to have a divorce without people commenting on it. Lindsay's allowed to go through her life without everyone like being told that what she's doing is a lie, or going on Entertainment Tonight and lying about her. Like legitimately, she has receipts for everything. There's no lies that are happening here. The FBI still has an open case. I literally talked to the FBI yesterday. So I know the agent that's looking at this. So I don't know what to tell you. Like, I'm not going to be threatened anymore. And they literally know that you're trying to get a class action lawsuit against me. And that's also part of the threats. They literally know that that's what you're doing. They know what you're saying on your podcasts. Like literally, the FBI knows everything, and I'm not lying. I talked to Steven yesterday. He's a really nice guy. Steven's a great FBI agent. Steven knows what you're up to, and Steven doesn't like it. Steven said the prosecutor needs to find out about what you're doing. Steven said that the prosecutor is probably going to be interested in what you're doing because it might be a violation of your bail. Steven was also concerned, allegedly, maybe about you filing a lawsuit because that could be considered a threat, intimidation through indirect to a witness. But what would I know? I've been silent for so long. I'm just so tired of this. And I have all the proof to back this up. I'm not worried about making false statements. I have the emails. I have a lawyer. I have all of it. I got Lindsay's lawyer. I got Robbie Hayes. I got Josh Murray. They all agree with me. And they've all agreed to cooperate. So people think that he's coming after me. He's not coming after me. Do you realize that? Like, all of you guys that are cheering him on, do you realize you're cheering him on to 10 more years in prison if he breaks his bail conditions for doing this? If you're cheering him on for this behavior, you're cheering him on because he's potentially tampering with a witness and a victim, and that's an additional charge that they can prosecute on him. And he's not coming after me. He doesn't care about me. I'm not the one that started this. I'm not the one that put this out. Actually, TMZ broke the story. Dr. Phil put it out. Every other agent, like People, Entertainment Tonight, E! News, Radar Online, Us Magazine, In Touch, every outlet has talked about this. NBC. I'm not being weak. How am I being weak right now? The FBI is involved because he's under federal indictment and he's facing 30 years in prison. Lindsay's not going to say anything publicly. Like, she's just not. She's sleeping. She had a really tough day today. When you're out on bond and you have conditions that flat out say that you cannot intimidate people that are victims or witnesses indirectly or directly, and then you go after a friend, that's actually called indirect harassment. They have not dropped any of the charges. He's still facing bank fraud, wire fraud, obstruction of justice, defrauding the United States of America, and tax evasion. And then there's an active investigation into the other stuff with her. Who's the one to blame? It's not the person that turns them in. It's the person doing illegal shit. Pay your taxes, no one would know. I'm so sick of people saying that snitches are the reason people get in trouble. No, the reason people get in trouble is because people break the law. If you break the law, you don't have to worry about, if you don't break the law, you don't have to worry about people snitching on you. I'm so sick of people saying that snitches are the reason people get in trouble. No, the reason people get in trouble is because people break the law. How about we stop saying snitches get stitches and we just stop being ethical? The person doing the illegal shit is the person that's responsible, and everything else is just a scapegoat. All right, I gotta go.
So that is it for this week's Katie Joy Shit Show. Y'all, please let me know all of your thoughts on this live stream in the comments down below. Also, if you want to stay in the loop with all the many other shit shows of Katie Joy, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe before you go, and tap the bell for post notifications. That way you are notified every single time I upload. I appreciate y'all to the moon and stars, and until the next time, mwah, bye.